Just a few days ago, it was announced that apparently Fox News has a policy that actually allows employees to use the restroom of the gender for which they identify as. You know, like if you need to go pee and you identify as a woman, just use the woman's restroom. Like, we don't care, Fox News allegedly says. Now, when this news came out, of course, conservatives across the country lost their collective minds because nothing is worse to them than somebody having to use a public restroom. But not for the obvious reasons. They just hate it because they think those are beacons for abuse. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, no different than the rest of them, she got on social media, blasted Fox News for their bathroom policy, alleged bathroom policy, and also, took a couple shots at them for the Dominion verdict and the firing of Tucker Carlson. And what's really weird is that what sparked all of this, not just the bathroom policy being revealed, it's the fact that there is a conservative author, I believe he's conservative, by the name of, Chadwick Moore. And Mr. Moore has a new book coming out. It's a biography of Tucker Carlson. And he put on Twitter that, we did hundreds of hours of interviews and all kinds of crazy crap. And, we're going to expose the network of Fox News. So Marjorie Taylor Greene retweeted this and added all of the attacks I just mentioned. So here is what she said in her retweet of Chadwick Moore, who is allegedly going to expose all the misdeeds of Fox News. Marjorie Taylor Greene said, quote, a voting machine company whose business makes money off of America's elections, funded by the taxpayers, by the way, demanded Tucker Carlson's firing. Yeah, see, you actually don't have any evidence to back that up whatsoever. So you best be careful because we know that Dominion's actually pretty good with defamation lawsuits. So maybe you ought to tread lightly on that particular issue before accusing a company you don't know anything about of doing something that actually can't be proven, because that's not going to play well for you in court if Dominion chooses to go that route. Just saying. But she continued. And Fox News, who mandates employees use whichever bathroom they feel comfortable in and identify themselves by pronouns in their company emails, complied to the voting machine that is owned by the company that is their major shareholder. Sounds about right. This will be a great book. Dominion is a major shareholder of Fox News. Like, what are you? It's owned by the company that is their. Like, what are you even saying here? Actually, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what she's saying, because let's focus on the bathroom thing, because she decided to throw that in, even though, of course, it's not relevant to any other thing she was saying, and it sure as hell wasn't relevant to anything that Mr. Moore said in his tweet about his forthcoming book. So why throw it in, Marjorie? Because you had nothing else, because you needed to get your base riled up with a little bit of red meat saying, hey, by the way, they're using pronouns. Oh, you can't even define what a pronoun is. You could give us an example, but you couldn't tell us what part of speech a pronoun is, you idiot. Furthermore, who cares about the bathrooms? Oh my God! How are we still talking about this in the year 2023? Who gives a damn? You want my opinion? Let's abolish public restrooms. They're gross. They're disgusting. Maybe have like one single toilet available to somebody who's having a legitimate emergency. But I loathe public restrooms. I've hated them all my life. Do not use them. So it's not a big deal to me. But also, Marjorie, if we're going to talk about the bathroom issue, let's talk about the fact that there isn't a single piece of evidence whatsoever to suggest that a transgender person has gone into a bathroom of which they're allegedly identifying as to assault somebody. That's not a thing that's happened. Like, that is a complete fabrication in the minds of simple-minded Republicans like yourself. So this whole scare that you're doing about the bathroom thing is based on a lie that your party told themselves enough times that they actually started believing. You want to actually solve any bathroom issues we may have? I'll go ahead and tell you how to do it. It's real quick. It's real simple. You take all the public restrooms in the country and you get rid of them. Now, I'm only talking, of course, about the communal restrooms, right? Where, you got like 5 toilets and 5 urinals for the men and 10 toilets for the women. We get rid of all of that. We use those spaces, and you're going to lose some toilets, sure. But you take all those spaces, you section them off into each individual rooms with a toilet and a sink. Unisex. One person at a time. There you go. Again, you're going to lose some toilets, sure, because you're not going to have enough space once you put those walls and doors up. But hey, doesn't that solve the problem? Doing away with communal bathrooms and placing them with one at a time individual toilets? I mean, has nobody thought about that? Not to mention the fact that you're going to have to redo the plumbing, so therefore you got to hire new people. You're going to stimulate the economy. You got to hire the contractors to build the walls in between the toilets. You're going to have to do all kinds of things that are going to require the hiring of workers that's going to stimulate the economy. So not only did I solve your bathroom issue, Marjorie, I also just created jobs all around the country, and I wasn't even really trying. Geez. If I could do that sitting in this comfortable chair in my little studio here, imagine what you could do in Washington, D.C. if you weren't such a complete buffoon. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.